Alright, YouTube, this is Weird Station here. We're going to be reacting to Selection Project episode 11. Alright, so the last time you saw me do a reaction, right? Okay, well, I know it's only been it's been like only 5 days, but it's been a while, right? I feel like it's been a while. Um, I'm still trying to get over the Mushoku Tensei episode 21, which was fucking ridiculous anyways. And there was a lot more I wanted to talk about, but I'll wait until the next episode, which I heard is gonna be a doozy. And if it's what I suspect's gonna happen, then yeah, that'll be fitting to discuss even more. But we're here with a selection project, and I I was not totally sure if I was going to be up for a reaction to this, especially since I'm trying to cover this and all. I see no one is bothering to come into the actual stream. Great. Is it too early where I'm at or what? I mean, would you rather read me? What is it? Would you rather be react to Blue Period all of a sudden? But that's not until like 11 and by the way, by the way, the show. By the way, the this show is pretty bad. You know, this show Blue Period, the adaptation is pretty bad. But that's another show. That's another discussion for another time. But okay, so Nine Tai is our girls' new group. So essentially, they got disqualified. So now what do? And Reynolds, of course, still was having herself being mentally held back because trying to follow in her sister's footsteps, but it turns out that her sister is like technically was next to her all this time in a way, and so she doesn't feel, and like her that main goal is just kind of gone, and she doesn't feel like she belongs with the group up on stage. But you can't call it nine times. You can't call it nine times. It's just gonna be 8 times and one director. That's not how it works, my girl. It doesn't. That's not how it works, my girl. Like you have to be part. You have to be part of the group. Like you've committed this far. I mean, I don't see, like, even if you don't, just because now as much as the others do, still doesn't mean you're not qualified to be up there. Everyone has a different mentality, even if it's collectively the same goal. That's why I feel like really makes a team, some sort of like yeah, just a team. Like that's, I think that's just the best and only way to state it. It feels like a team, even though like the other time, the previous scenes, they were like kind of like competitors, but they're kind of at the same time they were bonding and getting to know each other better, do all these activities, the way they just hang out. Doesn't it and the funny thing is, it never ever felt like it was actually a competition, but more of just girls, you know, just having they're having these different personalities and having these things, and it wouldn't. Wait, what do you mean it wouldn't be this cutie? What I don't understand what you mean by that. Well, it is Dongakopa, so I can kind of get where it is, because they tend to do those sort of slice of life stuff, and so I wouldn't put it I wouldn't put it past the explanation that they were able to make this sort of slice of life vibe too. to this show. And like, of course, people are going to be complaining like, but what's the point of the competitions? You can't call it selection project anymore. That's how we started out. That's how it mostly was up until the last few episodes, even though it wasn't really the focus. And that's just kind of how we'll stick to it. Because in the end, it's just like, if we were going to go through. If we were going to go through with that competition, we could have named it something else. We could have had a different focus. I guess like the choice of name was the turn off. But the constant comparison to Highly Pride, which is kind of annoying when they really keep hammering it in. But I don't feel like it's an actual problem. We'll see. Like, so our group, it seems they've got everything, gotten everything together. They're 9 tie. Want to see how their first performance is gonna be like, because like they can only because despite how they've been like they were in a competition all this time, they really function all better as a unit, as a group. They can't see each other. They can't see one with they can't see each other without with a member missing. They can't see them working by them. They just can't. They just want to stick together. That's how it is. Okay. Oh yeah, 9. Because 9 is Q. Okay. I got it. I was just like, wait, what? So yeah, my bad. I didn't know what you initially meant. Like I wasn't like, cause it just says, and I heard it was QT, and I was like, oh okay, yeah, that's how it's. Man, I didn't think of it that much. I have no idea how to answer that, the Rising Dick. Like, I have no idea. I mean, without like that's not a, because I hate survival anime, so I'm not even gonna say much. Like, I would go on a limb and maybe say it's maybe say it's like the most unassuming one, like the one you don't think is a trade, you would not likely think is the trader, like maybe but maybe like Nodoka, I guess, because she's so assuming. But that's the silliest thing, because that's why I hate having to guess who's a trader. I mean, it's not easy to make a really good it's not easy to write those sort of things, because they often tend to fuck up. It's like, oh yeah, that's predictable, or that's cheap. So that's not been that's not something I can reliably answer on any accord. So my apologies. Also, I don't know what the hell is taking up so much the data on my this. I hope I can have enough to store more shit. Otherwise, I'm in trouble. We after this 2 more episodes left. So yeah, that's something to kind of think about. But yeah, do I have the desktop turned off? Because I don't want to accidentally turn it on when the whole thing, audio gets recorded and YouTube copyrights. And also, shout out to the guy. YouTube's copyright's been such an ass lately, especially with Twirl in that case. What was the guy? What was the guy's name who got hit, like 150 videos taken down? What was the name of the guy? Totally not. Yeah, totally not Mark. I think that's his I think that was his name. Yeah, that I heard about it, and it just confirms, and it just confirms my gripes with YouTube's system and how they can't handle their shit. And because of so many people now supporting him, to the point where Toys attention is brought in the mix, something's really gonna turn up when in these next few days. Hopefully for the positive, but I don't know. I've never been really trustful of the YouTube copyright system in general. I have never been, and I never will be until until they make a proper fix on something. They're already fucking more things up than fixing things. In the next chapter, the last episode, probably can't go on. Probably have an Highly Pride sing instead of selection project. This is 100% parody of Highly Pride. I'll even it's not a parody of Highly Pride, honestly. Like I don't know what you're talking about there, because frankly I don't remember much from Highly Pride because I found it pretty mediocre. Personally, but I mean, it's because like I think I've discussed it before. I couldn't care anything about I couldn't care much for anything regarding that show. Like, not that I think I disliked it, but it's just more like felt like it didn't give much for me to care. Like, I didn't care about the supernatural shit with the whole ghost shit, the whole where she actually gained superpowers and supernatural ability to sing because she got the transferred heart and all, and that was just a lot of baloney with Adley Pride that I'm glad that Selection Project did not try to grapple with, because otherwise I would just have like the only issue that I would see is that it just seemed like a competition and it never really actually, and it turns out it never really was a main focus after all. That's the only disappointment I would see, but that's more of a subjective thing because the title, because like you don't get fooled by the titles and think and assume just from a title. Anyways, enough to it. Let's get to this episode. 3, 2, 1, let's jam. Oh, hold on. Oh, wait. Okay. So that okay. The video kind of started funny. The audio was just weird. All right. Take 2, 3, 2, 1. Let's jam. So we always. Is it? It's not. Is it the middle of the day that they're doing this? Someone's attention got caught. Wait, what if that guy is the Sumi Panda dude? Actually, no, I don't think so. I don't really think so. That he seems too tall. But whatever. I could just it could just be it could somehow turn out to be that the guy. But yeah, like the part with the whole situation with totally not Mark. You know, wait, what am I supposed to talk about again? But yeah, shout out to totally not Mark. Please get. Hopefully, you'll get your content back, and hopefully these girls get snatched up successful. Because I know they're not really attracting a crowd right now, even though they were actually, I can kind of get it because like I guess a bunch of people would just be protesters. Like, how did they get all disqualified? Yeah, I figured. You figure like, oh, they were on live television, like in the public, like public television. They thought, oh, they're gonna draw a crowd. I would instantly follow them. The thing with just having an individual personal account and then a group personal account is totally different. Yeah, just start from zero. Like, where have I heard that before? And the uniforms look familiar. Where did I see that from? Was it like was that one idol? It was that one idol series that tried to be realistic, but it turned out to be mediocrity because it just never seemed to really feel like it did anything besides show the ugly side. Okay, freaking they're doing whatever they can. Ooh, ouch. Yeah. You could at least take it with you home and you like not have to see them. Sophie. I'm pretty sure that none of them are really showing because everyone's still in protest over selection project. They're just not gonna. They're just not gonna show it. Oh yeah, she has a personal account. So the boy was wait the boy has Twitter. The little kid has Twitter. Oh, of course. I mean, not everyone's gonna be in like protests. There are like just gonna be some that like, oh we saw you. That's nice. Oh, the North Block finals to get that ended up as them as 9 of them or 10 of them at one point. I've had a feeling she's gonna bring it up. Yeah, but I can see where she's. I can see where she what she means. I had a feeling this was gonna come. This was gonna come up at one point. But things have changed. From a parent's point of view, but just let you know, even if a parent claims they 100% right, they don't mean they actually right. They just right because they got the authority. It makes sense because like the ones that just didn't make it, and they see like the ones that beat them just give up. They're just like, "What the fuck was that? Are you just disrespecting us?" Uh, because disrespect's like we even cheered you on, cheered your ass on. How could you just drop out like that? I can get it, but yeah, like when people make decisions along the way, it really can't be helped. Like as things happen, people change, mentalities change. You know, for better or worse. It's not like it's not like one step forward, 2 steps back is necessarily a bad is always necessarily a bad thing. Yeah. Oh, he is the panda. God damn it. He seems too tall to be the panda. I mean the super panda. I don't mean that 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 dude who that one dude that like you know who the dude that is just like the fucking host. Oh, hmm. Just gotta see how our kids grow up here. Whereas can't get introduced. QT. Hey, you're getting fans. That's a start. But the thing is, if it wasn't for selection, if it wasn't for the selection project thing that got them together in the first place, they wouldn't be trying this hard to do it for themselves as a group. It just turns things just turn out that way. Okay, so yeah, the QT thing I know is a good thing, but I can't help but think QT Honey, the QT Honey series. If anyone's fucking familiar with that one, it's just a bombastic Ganex looking transformation where there's Gobi just dropping in, transforming into the most suggestive outfit, fighting enemies with suggestive outfits. It's a silly ass fucking show. I recommend watching it if you want to turn your brain off, guys. Sorry, I was looking for it. Hey, Sarah. The calories. I can't believe they actually decided to put the details with, oh, has how many calories, yada yada. Like that's literally what it's saying. Why else would it be like in? Sorry, I'm talking about something else. While it just kind of comes like, hey, how's it going? Hey, I see how you're doing well. Yeah, yeah. Sarah's doing her own thing too. That's really good to see, even if it's just a glimpse. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's good. I'm not gonna say it's good, Nick. The Cutie Honey series, like I think it's personally bad, but it's stupid fun at least. So I don't think it's, I don't think it's worthless. Oh, okay. We're getting somewhere. It's a crowd. There's a little bit of a crowd here. English return, and we're watching this. And the ones watching this on playback, like me, are of all ages, but their only ranges around 10 to 20. Well, at least they're not all the same age, thank God. There's always one person talking about food. She is literally the Pooh Bear of the group. Yeah? You sound like you have 5 kids already. Hmm. That's that's really nice. Did you just have each and every one just kind of introduce them, introduce themselves in a way? Oh, is this a new song? It's a really nice song. Oh, look at the followers. Look at the algorithm pile up. Oh man, wish I had it. Oh, I wish I had that many. Here I am, just with a shitty little news channel here because like things change and because everybody wants always positive reactors. I wish I could be more positive about anything like these girls. Guys, I'm sorry for being a 31 years old, being pessimistic about half the things in life. Can't have that same spirit like them. Oh, yeah. I mean, otherwise they wouldn't be if they really just gave up, just for nothing, and then they wouldn't be trying like this. That was really good. Once rebels, now friends. Yep. Is he gonna be the producer? Put it on black and white. Oh, we're still on this project, huh? Oh, how's this gonna work though? Oh, yeah, they still have the ones that voted the cheers for them. Okay, rather that's kind of expected. I didn't think they were gonna go back to it. And so it looks like they're back. I actually like it when they change up the lead singer for the ending theme. I agree. When they're hand drawn, they hit different. It feels like there's a lot more effort. It's not always like it takes me back to the day. It takes me back to the Idolmaster dances, which are almost, which I remember. Okay, it's Idol, but yeah, I remember like they when they were all those were all the Idolmaster performances. You know, from the anime, those were all, you know, not including the movie. There was a little bit of a CG, you know, camera panning here and there, but for the most part, like a lot of stuff was 2D drawn. There was like a lot, and it was looked so lively. It was so good. But yeah, they get a special final round. What's that going to be about? We got post credits. Oh, we got post credits. What's going on here? Oh, wait. What? What? Uh-oh. Oh, I don't like the look. Really, you just have to add this little thing. Now I'm just kind of concerned about the heart again. I was remember when I was saying that she may not have long to live because like even if she does to get the transfer, it wasn't something particularly clean. She still has problems with it. She still can't really do a lot of physical activity. And now this is turning back and what the now like oh it's just like oh the worries are past. They could do some special round. It's kind of weird, but it's kind of glad they have it back. I just hope they can stick together as a group even afterwards. And then you just bring this thing up. Ah man, I don't know. I don't know how to feel, man. I don't know how to feel. I don't know how to feel, man. Look, it's not in a bad way. It was just like, oh geez, not this shit again. What just happened right there? I want to know. I don't want. Look, okay, so I don't think they're gonna do something dark. I don't think they're gonna do what they fucking did to fucking did to Rudy is when he got donutted in episode 21. No. That's nowhere near that. But it looks of concern. They've already killed off someone off screen in Akari, technically. So they also did this in Nightly Pride, but I really didn't care because that one that died still lived as a ghost, so it didn't feel like she was dead. But yeah, I very concerning with the last scene, and I don't know, like now, like it's just like oh everything's just gonna be well, like they're gonna be together, and all of a sudden just has this complication again, and like I do not think I cannot completely just be on like oh they're actually gonna have her die. But how are they gonna handle this? Like, I'm not saying this in a negative way. It's just like, oh shit, what do we do? What the fuck are they gonna do now? Like, she obviously she's gonna try to hide it. And like when at the worst case scenario she falls during the performance or during rehearsal or something. Like I'm not. It's just weird because all of a sudden they were bonding as a group. They come, you know, they come together, they establish something, they come back to a special one, they're gonna compete again, but it's a final round, so it's not like oh they're necessarily gonna be I don't think you're gonna necessarily be separated. There's more like a final round thing to where like who's the best of the 9. Like I just hope they would come up with more like with actual winner or winners. But that last part there, like now we got more than one thing. It would be easy enough for those with the attention span of a goldfish, or like that that they were just like, oh, they'll be solving just one, they'll be just addressing one thing, but no, they're gonna have to address more than that, because like I thought they were gonna leave it be and just like, oh, she's still able to kind of do fine, she just doesn't need to do too much physical activity. But now it really occurs to me, even just dance, singing and dancing is a lot of physical effort. And so the thing is, even if she lives, is she not gonna be allowed to do singing and dancing because of how much stress it would put on her body? This is really like, I don't think Rena knows about her still having these problems either. So this is not gonna be a feel good moment for her at all. So there's a lot of fucking things to really just like I thought like, oh, it's simple. They're gonna be able to just get this little special round going. They're gonna, at least finally accept there's one of them is one, or a few of them are better than the others, but they're still gonna stick together somehow and maybe go off to some, their group like 765 Productions, maybe have their own producer, like maybe it's the Panda dude, the June guy. But now I have to worry about Susan right now. Now I have to worry about Ren. Now I gotta worry about someone possibly dying with the next few episodes. We cute and tie in the meantime. Then don't do that, man. Like, yo, you're not right. Don't do that. Please no. Like, there's so much things I'm already stressed about. What's gonna happen with the next Mushoku Tensei episode? What's gonna happen with the next few episodes of 86? After this week's break, because 86 it's so hyped, but these delays are just kind of killing the momentum. But which is no problem if you binge it. And then like this of all things. Now, someone brought up Ansatsuja, like I already posted that, oh, I wasn't feeling like doing that reaction today because like I was still like in the Mushoku Tensei hangover. And then there was some interesting development, but it's not like something that I feel like it's crazy because I know what's gonna happen, because I kind of know what's gonna happen. I kind of know what's gonna happen with that one. And anyways, like I don't think I'm not gonna say it's a particularly bad thing, but just like, oh, I know what that happens. It's not something to stress about. Nine tie has to be written like this, isn't it? Why did you write the word cutie? Episode steps. And do some sad shit. Yeah, if they do some sad shit with Selection Project, that's gonna be something. Now, I'm not against them actually actually stepping on the line and actually making someone just die and have it a Your Lie in April sort of thing, except without the dirt comedy that dragged down the aforementioned. Because let me tell you this right now, I hate Your Lie in April's comedy. It killed everything about the show. And there's a lot of hand fisting with the main character's trauma. I get it, but yeah, that's a different topic. Like, I don't like if I want to be just if I want to just be if I do have to make a guess. I don't think they're gonna necessarily make someone have someone die. That would just be too cruel, and it would just be a nasty. It would just be a nasty tone shift. It was already disturbing enough to know that she had a very fragile physique prior to the transfer, prior to the heart transplant, and she still has it complicated, and she still is not like, oh, she's just fine and dandy. It's just quite some things to worry about. Just like and with two episodes remaining, you drop this. It's not something as big as the recent episodes of the shows that Nick brought up. This already makes me feel more kind of ways than anything that is not from the season that is not named MTN 86. So yeah. There's going to be some shit. There's going to be a lot of shit to chew on from this one. Like, hopefully it's not too complicated. Hopefully something comes to a good resolution that at least the majority can be at least the greater majority can be satisfied with. And the vocal minority can just fuck off with all they care. Just keep, go ahead, just keep preparing the alley part for all I care. I don't fucking care. Because this is literally the. I'm like, I've already had issues when these fans of these irrational resale fans just constantly try to shit on Motoko Tensei, try to upgrade this and try to constantly compare it, and just like, what's the point? What's the deal here? I just hope it can finish out well enough. Like, I don't care about any fucking comparisons to other shows right at this point. Like, if any comparisons, it would be more on a positive note. Like, I've mentioned Idolmaster quite a number of times already. I'm not gonna lie when I say I kind of prefer this sort of approach with idols than the majority of the Love Live franchise on a personal note. Because, like, the first Love Live series was a little shaky. Although it wasn't bad, and then like Sunshine was, I don't know, like I had quite a number of issues with that one. Nijigasaki was like a diamond in the rough for me, but it's something to where like I can understand not a lot of people are going to be a fan of its format being different. And then there was Superstar, which started out pretty fun and just kind of been whatever, just kind of been just lukewarm in the end. I do like other shows which are good. Senpai's Annoying, Assassin's Sekai, Rumble Ragdoll, Komi-san, a couple more. That's good. That's good to know. I wish I can be as more accommodating. But yeah, I think like before I call it, Chad, I'm just gonna say this. I mean, when I mentioned QT, like, it's only because of the QT thing and then the honey, and then like, yeah, like if you're in for some mindless transformation fun, go ahead. But if you're not, if you're looking for a sophisticated story with that, and Ganek's not really good with sophistication, is not somebody who prioritizes sophistication in their writing. You're out of luck with that franchise. I'm just letting you know. To anyone who who hears me talk about Q and Hunter is like, wait, that sounds interesting. Yeah, just approach that one with caution. I don't think I've watched all of the. I don't think I've only watched maybe like one or two of the series, and like there's a reason, because it doesn't really appeal to me. I do love the Love Live franchise more than the other Idol Girl shows. I see. And I mean, Love Live does have quite popularity and quite the it has quite the influence, overall. Although even though it's not really, I don't think it's really the first, if I remember correctly. But anyways, there's just it started out for the most part until the ending. It was a really a good episode. Trying to see them try to work something out as a group, knowing the setbacks, because like they quit one thing for another, but it's not like, oh, they quit it just because like it's just giving up on things. It's more like they want to try something. They still wanting to try something. It really isn't for now. Like, why else would they? Like, if it was really something for now, why else would they still be trying at this point? They quit because they can't really see themselves without each other, and they just want to stick with it that way. And I'm still mixed about Selection Project being relevant again, because they're now doing a final round, and this time they're selecting it because like they've already been this tight knit to where like if it's just gonna be a final round thing, then that's fine. They want to sing. It's not like it's really just gonna separate them. They just want to know. They just want something to play it out because they're friends. They're also kind of rivals as well. And yeah, and then but then you gotta have that problem with Suzume. Like that's gonna bother me. Like I don't think it's gonna bother me more than what's gonna go down with the drama in Mushoku Tensei. Like not the Twitter slander, because that's just a bunch of people. That's just a bunch of moral justice warriors wearing diapers, being an ass, and just complaining about the most silliest things, and just like they just watching things through a blind cover. This is literally what they're doing. The guys they're not watching it. But yeah, but again, that's a different subject. Thank you guys for coming out, and sticking with me to the end, my ramblings and all. And yeah, I feel like Selection Project, depending on how this finishes, this can be an underrated gem. It is an idol show. It's not a show that I could just recommend to anybody. And not everyone, and even those who may like the idol genre, may not like how Selection Project is. Maybe I'm just in the minority for this one, but I can see a lot more good than bad in this case. So sure. So yeah, I don't like it's not like I don't think it has been a waste with this one, at all. Just not something I can just really recommend on a whim. But MC Slander is so meh. They comparing everything on there. Yeah, that's one thing. But yeah, smash the like button, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you're interested in following me on our social media platforms, links in the descriptions below. Well, and you can also join the Discord server if you want to chat up a little more. I know it's not a big, sophisticated looking server, but it's at least there's some sort of order, but just not very active. But anyways, this is Brew Station signing off. See you next time.